I want to hear the stories of how you found out you were getting cheated on. Saw her texting a brer in the reflection of her glasses. And when I said, what are you doing? She said nothing and locked her screen. I went through her phone when she fell asleep and found a text that said, I thought you said you had a gag reflex.
Ah, bro. I thought, wow.
Wow is the perfect way to sum that up. How do you even react to something like that? But guys and gals, this is why you shouldn't be so against going through your partner's phone if you genuinely think something's up.
Bro.
That's not a message I could read, James. That's not a message I could read. I would rather see a message of her telling the next man I love you.
Oh, 1,000,000%.
I can't read that message.
She would be woken up by the sound of my ribs cracking in my chest.
That's the worst thing I've ever heard.
Yeah.
That's the worst thing I've ever heard.
Same.
Yeah. After reading something like that, you probably wouldn't be able to get the thought of your chick going to town on another man's junk with that level of enthusiasm, especially if she's been holding back on you in that department. My man had to do all that just for the sake of hooking up with another man's girl. The things some guys would risk their lives for these days. This is wild. Her man went through all that effort to set up this surprise birthday party for her, and she came home with another dude. The guy made the right move to just get the hell out of there, because there's no point in throwing hands for a woman who just stabbed you in the back.
I see her Snapchat. She's in Puerto Rico. I'm like, who you with? She's like, I'm with my grandma.
Right.
I said, all right. I know her grandma is Puerto Rican, so checks.
Makes sense.
Take a selfie with her. Take a selfie with her. I want to see your grandma.
And she's like texting me, bro. She's texting me pictures of the Airbnb. And I'm like, oh shit, like that shit's fire, right? So I got like 8 pictures of like the Airbnb. I got a good one of the backyard too, like really good one of the backyard. I'm looking on Instagram one day, and her ex, who's from like where I'm from, he gets suggested as a follower.
Oh God, bro.
I look at the profile picture, and I'm like, damn, that looks familiar. So I click on his page, and then I click on the profile picture. He's private, and I like zoom in, and I'm like, I feel like I just saw that backyard. And so now I pull it now, and I X out of Instagram. I go to the picture, right, and I'm like, hold up. So there's an overhang, and I'm looking at the wood slats on the overhang, and I'm like, wait, that's the same wood slats. And then I look at the bush, and I'm like, that's the same bush. Then I see the pool, and then I'm like, wait, that's the same tiles, stones on the pool. And that's his fucking profile picture in a white fucking Zara outfit, like.
The guy remembers exactly.
And I'm like, yo, she went on vacation with her fucking ex. So I text her. I'm like, yo, you're funny as fuck. That's all I said.
Yeah.
She answers 2 days later. Laugh my ass off. Thanks.
The length some people will go to just to betray the person that they've chosen to build a life with will always be absurd to me. It's not like people are trapped in these relationships, because whenever they feel like it, they could call it quits and keep it moving. But for whatever reason, they don't want to do that. Your partner replying 2 days later is crazy, but I can only imagine what she was getting up to during all that time. I guess it's safe to say she had one hell of a holiday.
Let's just clear this up. Me and Touch Money V is not together anymore because I cheated. I was cheating. Let me make this so loud and clear. I was cheating.
This girl has no shame in her disloyalty, but at least she's out here letting everybody know what she's all about. I have to say though, women who have eyelashes and nails like this typically scream red flag to me, and it's far from appealing.
The fuck? I don't give a fuck. I'm a grown ass woman. Yeah. I do OnlyFans. Yeah, this pussy it's a fee. I was cheating. Motherfuckers be forgetting. Oh God. What, like, are you illiterate or something? You was acting like a bitch, said you going through my phone. I told you stop going through my phone. You continued to do it. So I went back to my old ways. It don't get no better than letting your nigga collab and fuck multiple bitches. You mad because I made a little money on the side? I was, and I was going to continue to do it. As long as you continue to with my phone like a bitch. Don't do that, my kids. Because I'm grown as fuck, and I said that shit with my chest. Everybody that know me know this pussy come with a fee. Everybody know that. So you can't clock that. Clock something else.
So in the end, her excuse is, because her man went through her phone, she could go out and get her cheeks clapped by another dude. After listening to this woman talk for less than a minute, it's obvious that getting with this sort of person is the fastest and easiest way to ruin your life. Everything about her says she will Thanos your account if given half the chance. So why any guy would take that sort of risk is beyond me.
Hey, excuse me. I'm here to surprise my girlfriend, and I don't know what room she lives in. Do you live here? Can you tell me where she could live? Oh, yeah. What's her name? Oh, yeah. Her name's Riley. There's like 5 Rileys in the school, bro. You got to be more specific. Oh, I'm sorry. Reed.
Riley Reed.
Reed? Yeah. Like, that's your girlfriend for real? Yeah.
Reed? Oh, shit! R.I.P., my boy.
I didn't know she had a boyfriend. Hey, look, if you don't know where she lives at, I'll just go ask somebody else. It's no big deal. Oh, yeah, no, this is her room right here. I actually messed with her roommate, Tiana, so I was gonna go in there and wait for her, but, I don't want to ruin your surprise, so, just go do what you was gonna do and, wait out here. Bro, I appreciate your help so much. Thank you. Yeah, don't mention it. There's a lying-ass you mess with Riley. Nick, everybody mess with her. Even you. Yeah, but wait, isn't Jamal in there? Yeah. Jamal called me over because she wanted to train. And you're not going to warn him? If you have a boyfriend or girlfriend who's going to college, break up.
Hey, what's going on in here? What are you doing here?
Unless you want to end up like that.
This is just a skit, but it's straight up facts. I can't tell you how many people who were clapping cheeks or getting their cheeks clapped by people who weren't their partners in college. I know some of you young guys have your eyes wide open and think you've found the love of your life. And while some people might survive a long-distance relationship at that young age, I promise you, it won't be a happy ending for the vast majority.
A couple weeks ago, I decided to surprise my wife with a kid-free night out. My parents live about an hour and a half away from us, and I arranged for the kids to stay with them for the weekend. Usually, when I go to my parents, I'm gone until later in the evening. We spent all day there and leave around dinner time. This time, I was dropping off the kids and immediately going back home so I could surprise my wife and we can go out as soon as possible. I had made reservations at a nice restaurant and was hoping to go to a few places for some drinks first. I left at 8:30 and was back in our house planning before 12:30. As I pulled up onto the street, I saw a truck parked in front of the house. I didn't recognize it. I assumed it was someone seeing the neighbor though, because it's not unusual for someone to park in front of our house. I parked a few houses away, thinking I would sneak into the house and surprise my wife, instead of pulling into the driveway and going in through the garage. I went in through the basement door. I was as quiet as I could possibly be, but as soon as I walked in, I heard them making sounds on the floor above.
Oh my God. My heart would be on the floor.
When I first heard it, I thought she was just by herself, maybe having some personal time.
He was really clutching for straws, hoping it was anything else.
I didn't want to interrupt her privacy or embarrass her, so I was just going to go back in the car and just go in the garage so she would know I was home. Then I heard a man's voice. I immediately felt sick. My heart felt like it was going to explode out of my chest. It's hard to describe how I felt in the moment. I decided to go upstairs. I had no desire to confront them. I just wanted to see what was going on. I moved slowly and quietly and went up the stairs.
My heart's really beating. I'm not even joking. My heart is literally beating out my chest as we speak.
It's nuts.
I'm really locked in.
I moved slowly and quietly and went up the stairs. The door was halfway open. The kitchen was empty, but I could tell they were in the living room. It was obvious what was going on at this point by the sounds. There was nowhere for me to look in the living room without me being seen. I pulled out my phone and opened the camera. I put my phone just around the corner. I could see my wife with a man I didn't recognize. I won't go into detail on what they were doing, but I think you can figure it out. I started recording it. I was thinking that I need to record it. I need a record of it for whatever I decide to do with it in the future.
I don't know what he could possibly do with that besides show it to her when she tries to deny anything. But honestly, once you see something like that, you should never let anyone gaslight you into thinking you were wrong about what you saw. While this sounds unbelievable, it does happen in long-term relationships, especially when people don't want to risk losing everything they've been building.
I just stood there in the kitchen, watching this all unfold on my phone screen. I felt like I could just scream at any moment, but for some reason I just froze completely. This went on for several minutes.
Oh my God.
She finally jumped off him and made a comment about going to the bedroom, and they went upstairs. She even made a comment about how much time they had left. I walked into the living room and found the guy's pants. I took his wallet out and took pictures of his driver's license. I know his name and his address. I've never met him. I have no idea how he knows my wife either.
This guy's really on his Sherlock Holmes thing with this. If it was me, I would have left, spent the weekend with the kids, then let her know we'd be ending the marriage as soon as I got back.
I left the house the same way I entered. I went back to my car and cried like the pathetic man I am. I decided to watch the video to make sure I recorded it. I watched it all. I sat in my car for at least half an hour. I couldn't drive to my parents and get my kids, as I would have to explain why. I decided that I would pull in the driveway, open the garage, and just pretend like I was there to surprise her. I took my time getting into the house. I made a lot of noise. When I saw her, she was very flustered, asking me why I was home, etc. She was in a robe, and she said she was just getting ready for a bath. I told her about my plans, and she seemed excited. She poured us both a glass of wine, and she said we should pre-game before getting ready. I don't think I talked very much. She took me into the living room. I'm not proud of what I let happen. I'm gonna read this bit slowly.
Stop.
She took me into the living room. I'm not proud of what I let happen. I could faintly see the guy sneaking downstairs, going into the basement, but I didn't say anything or do anything. I just let my wife continue doing what she was doing to me.
Wow!
Sounds like this guy was absolutely bewildered, but I can't say I'm surprised. Also, maybe he just wanted to get some action one last time before his whole world blew up.
Wow! He was getting top from his missus, and then he saw next man walk out of his yard, and he just sat there and
just took it.
Just took it. Oh my God!
Since that day,
this is really real.
Yeah. Since that day, I've watched this video of her repeatedly. I can't bring myself to make any decisions on what I should do next. She seems to know something is wrong with me because she's asked me a few times if I'm okay. I feel worthless, and every time I hit a low point, I watch the video again.
Oh my God.
I feel like I've watched it at least 10 times a day since I've caught them. What should I do?
Damn. So it seems like this guy chose to stick around, but I know for sure that I could never do something like that. That level of betrayal is way too much for me. And then for her to act like nothing's wrong would make me rage even more. There's just no way I could stay in an environment like that. I'd have to make my exit at the earliest opportunity. Anyway, guys, if you have any thoughts on all these cheating videos, let me know in the comments.